Hi you guys. Today we're going to work on a project for your power word. So I want you to think of a word that describes you, that is a powerful word, and we're going to use it for another project later, but for right now, just want you to think of a word that matches you, that shows how powerful and wonderful you can be. So you're going to need, ideally, some watercolor paper, a white crayon, watercolors. Some painter's tape is nice if you have it. If you don't, that's okay. Some paintbrushes and a container of water. So what we're going to do is we're going to get one of those pieces of paper. And the first thing we're going to do is get that white crayon, and we're going to spell our word nice and big on the paper. Because this is white crayon on white paper, you kind of want to pay close attention and keep track as you write your word out. Some people write their word like on a little sticky note above. If that helps you, you can do whatever you like. And you're going to want to press hard with that crayon as you spell out what your power word is. Okay. Once you have done that, kind of in the middle, you can get that painter's tape if you like, and you're going to just tape the edges down onto your work surface. You can also do this first if you prefer, whatever is easier for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just kind of giving it a white little border once it's dry, and helping it stay down on the table. Okay, so that should do that. Now, the next thing you're going to do with your clean water is get the widest brush that you have, and you're going to dip it in the water, and you're going to be kind of sloppy with it, okay? You're just wanting to cover the whole paper with clean water. And it's okay if it's lots of water or if it's a little sloppy looking. That is all right. More water is good. So once you feel like you've got a nice shiny layer of water across this whole thing, the next thing you do is you choose your colors that you would like to use, and you're going to wake up your colors. So if I want to use purple, I'm going to dab a little water there. It's waking that pink pigment up. Maybe a little bit of blue. And once I've done that, you're going to paint that color on your watercolor paper. Now, a couple things will happen. One, because of this first layer of clean water, your colors or your strokes might kind of feather together, and it's actually kind of cool looking, and it won't be 100% done until it's dry, but it's a nice look on the paper. And whatever you wrote in white crayon should start to show itself once you've done your paints across it. So we're just going to start at the top. We're just going to add our color. You can do it in stripes. You can do it in one big color across the whole thing and then do polka dots, and with a smaller brush you can do it however you want. I think I'm going to do stripes. And then get a little more purple. And then a little more blue. And maybe a teensy bit of purple at the end. Okay, so those colors are going to start to feather and blur and join together, and that's okay. If your color kind of goes all over the place or not where you initially were intending it, that's all right. Watercolor likes to have a bit of an adventure. It will look really cool when it's all finished and dry. So don't stress about that too much if you feel like the watercolor goes everywhere. Now, when it's done, usually I try and be the most patient I can and wait until the next day. That's not always the easiest thing to do, but maybe at least half a day. You'll be able to peel it off wherever you taped it down to, and you want to start with a corner and kind of at an angle, just be slow and patient and peel it away. It's kind of like that. And even if a little of that paper comes off, don't worry about it. That's all right. So we've got this nice crisp white border showing up around our painting, and you can see our power word. The word that I chose was strong, because I think we're all pretty strong going through everything right now, and so strong was the word that I chose. Now, if you have different kinds of paints at home, there are some really neat ones that are iridescent or shiny or metallic. You can do this project with those, and the colors on those tend to be a little paler, but they are shiny when the light hits them, which is pretty neat. And then when it's nice and dry, it's also fun to kind of look and see things, the different shapes or dots, and see if it looks like something to you. These three colors, to me, it actually kind of looks like a green grassy meadow with like fireflies in it and a starry sky, and maybe these are pink flowers. But I think I may go over with some fine tip permanent marker and draw those things on top of this. So when your painting is dry tomorrow, you can take regular Crayola markers, and you can draw all over your picture or add details or designs once it's dry. So I hope that that is something fun that you get to do. Watercolor painting is very relaxing. It's very good for you. And there'll be another project we're going to add this to. So once it's dry, be sure you hang on to it, and I'll show you what else we're going to do with it. Have a good one.